up, guys? This is Danny, aka Danny Mifflin. He has nothing to do with this video, but he's really cute. Today I found a bunch of old videos on, no, they're not that old, they're from this summer, of just a leg workout that I didn't end up posting to my fitness Instagram because I'm kind of not doing that anymore. Maybe I'll go back to it, maybe I won't. But in the meantime, I'm going to share the workout here. It's a total lower body leg day. So you're gonna get glutes, you're gonna get hamstrings, gonna get quads, a mixture of strength and mobility, some single leg stuff. I change my workout routine a lot, but this summer I was doing 2 leg days. One of them was a lot more strength focused, kind of on the major compound lifts. So just going through squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, lower rep ranges, heavier weight. And then the second leg day each week would be something more like what I'm going to show you. So a little bit more accessory work, higher reps, not as high of weight. So I hope you like it.
Okay, we are going to start out with something that I learned from Brett Contreras, who is the glute guy. This is called a straddle lift. You do it from an elevated surface. You don't have to be as high on a bench as I am, but that way you can really get deep into this position. It's a mixture between a squat and a deadlift, so you're getting plenty of hip flexion and knee flexion in the bottom position. This is awesome to just get the whole lower body warmed up. I think I'm going a little too deep here, but you will do 4 sets of 8 reps on the straddle lift. Keep those toes pointed out. Next, we're moving on to the heaviest exercise of this particular workout. Like I said, I do another leg day that's focused on heavier squats and deadlifts, but here we're doing glute bridges with a 1-second pause at the top. These are a little more awkward than hip thrusts, but if you focus on tucking your tailbone under and really squeezing through those glutes, it's awesome. I also like to add a band around my knees to activate my glutes a little bit more. You're going to do 2 warm-up sets and then 3 heavier sets increasing in weight. So this should be heavy, this should be challenging, 5 to 6 rep range. So you can see this was probably my second or third of the heavy sets because I added a little bit of weight on either side. Okay, we're moving on to the landmine for the next few exercises. This is going to be a stiff-legged landmine deadlift, 3 sets of 12 reps. So in the lowering part of the rep, you're going to let your hips tuck backwards a little bit and a slight bend in the knee, but I don't want you to do a squat movement. And the top, make sure you're squeezing the glutes per usual. Your knees should never be locked out, but they should be a little bit straighter because I wanted to target my hamstrings a little bit more. Keep the back as flat as you can. Okay, staying on the landmine, we're moving on to these backwards lunges with a knee drive. So you're leaning sideways into that landmine. It's really, really good for stability, really good for core control. When you lunge backwards, don't let your knee cave in. And then at the top of the rep, when you're driving that knee up, make sure you give a nice forceful exhale. I got these from Natasha Ocean. I think I'm saying her name right. She's super athletic and functional, and I thought this was a unique exercise. You'll do 2 sets of 10 on each leg. Last move on the landmine is these side lunge shifts. These are so good for your quads, your adductors, your mobility, getting deep in that position. So you'll hold the landmine in that front rack position and just get as low as you can and shift side to side. You'll do 16 total reps times 2 sets. Next is a really challenging, such a good exercise for your hamstrings and your glutes. It's a kind of like a modified GHD Russian hamstring curl with weight. So if you were to stop at the parallel position, like if my back was flat, that would mostly emphasize glutes, but if you add that little curl at the top, it's amazing for your hamstrings. You will cramp. So you're only doing a couple reps of this, 3 sets of about 4 reps. Okay, we're almost done, just 2 exercises left. You're going to grab that band, put it around above your knee, like on the lower part of your thigh. This is the hip abduction machine, and you're going to do 3 sets of 12 reps. For this particular day, I decided to just do them seated upright. Sometimes I'll lean back or lean forward. If you lean forward, you can do heavier weight, but just decided to stay upright for those 12 reps. Just focus on pushing your knees out. It's going to be really challenging because you have the weighted machine and you have the band around your knees, so you might have to go lighter and just focus on that mind muscle connection. And this is going to target your glute medius, which is your side glute. Okay, last thing, you're going to awkwardly wiggle your way so that your back is on the ground and your foot is elevated on a bench or a box, and do single leg elevated hip thrusts or glute bridges, whatever you want to call them. So really push that heel through the bench. Again, just try to squeeze for a second at the top, and then if you're not feeling it much in your glutes, tuck your tailbone under and kind of shorten your abs on the front side, and you should feel it a little bit more. You're going to do 2 sets of 20 reps on each leg, and this is unweighted. It's just kind of a burnout to finish out, and it'll burn. You'll be surprised. It'll start out like the first 5 to 10 reps, you're fine, and then you're like, ouch, okay. So you'll do 20 reps on each side, just 2 sets of this one. It's also surprisingly good for your hamstring. You'll see like at the top of each rep, my hammies are working for sure. So it's definitely like a good full lower body exercise.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, that was it. I know it was kind of short, but that's what I was doing over my lunch break, so it had to be between 40 and 45 minutes. Give it your best. Focus on form, really getting that mind to muscle connection before you increase weights. If you like this and want to see more workouts, let me know. And let me know down below if you try this workout. Okay, bye. Have a great day.